Happy Monday and good morning. The thing that I really wanted to talk about today was starting your week off. So I am live on Instagram and on Facebook. Apologies, the Facebook one's going a little bit wobbly, but hopefully it'll stay in place. And if not, we will drop it down. That's fine. Okay, so the idea today, I really want to talk about how you're starting your week and how you can make the actions from this week start and how they have a knock-on effect on the rest of your year, this year and next year as well. So I thought the live went so well the other day, let's do another live. So as you're dropping in a little comment, as you're watching, drop a little comment below. Let me know that you can see and hear me. You can find us on Instagram or you can find us on Facebook if you prefer. Whichever one you're on, please do drop a little comment. Let me know you're here because it's always nice if you just say hi. Either give me like a little wave or say hello. That would be wonderful. So, essentially, I want to talk a little bit about, it's Monday morning, we start off our working week and we kind of get our momentum going and we're like, yes, let's go get started. But sometimes we can end up starting that week on doing a load of stuff that doesn't necessarily relate to the outcome that we were seeking. And this reminds back to the training that we'd done last week. So we'd done a free webinar training last week all about planning your 2024. And planning our 2024 meant that we had clear objectives of the things that we wanted to achieve, and we implemented something called the 90-day goal, whereby we got something to aim towards at the end of 90 days. So for most of us, that would then be the end of March. So by starting now, you've actually got a little bit longer as you lead your way in. But the end of March would then be your first chunk of your 90 days, and then you've got another one 3 months later, another one 3 months later, another one 3 months later. So you've got 4 objectives to hit inside the year. Now, the nice thing when you start with something big like that, and then you chunk it down, and then you chunk it down again, and chunk it down again, and you get clearer about what you're doing, it'll actually give you some very specific actions that you can follow every single week. Now, the nice thing about those actions is that each of those directly influence and result in how you get to that 90-day goal, and that amounts to how you achieve the whole yearly goal. So the nice thing to think about when you're planning your day or you're starting your Monday and you're like, this is what I want to achieve today in my revision or my business or my studies or whatever it might be, is that you turn around and go, is the things that I'm going to do they help push over that domino, that help push over the next domino, that help push over the next domino until I get to what my objective and my goal is. Some things we do don't actually help that process. They kind of take the domino stack off in a different route, or they just observe lots of our time and they become things that we do, but we don't really know why we do them anymore. So that domino effect of knowing what it is you're looking for as your bigger goal and then chunking it down into these smaller pieces give you the actions that you can focus on each week. So really my question for you is, what's your big actions that you're focusing on today and this week that help you push over the next domino that get you closer to your bigger goal at the end of it? I've got a few comments, so let me check in with those and drop in that comment. What is your big action that you're doing today or this week that is going to start moving you forward? In fact, it doesn't even need to be a big action. That's kind of the whole point. It could be a really tiny action. So I've got I've got Paul with me. I've got Kasha with me. Wicked, thank you for writing in good morning. And Misfit Training is Jodie. Had to think then, I was like, which one? Yes, okay, so it's nice to see that you're joining us. Wicked. Perfect. And then on Facebook, I think there's a few people joining in as well. So drop a little comment. Let me know what your big actions are this week. What is it that you're aiming towards or that you want to have achieved? So the thing that you're going to want to have achieved are going to be things. It could be something very small. It could be a specific landmark that you want to tick off that you've done. It doesn't matter how big or small that thing is. It's your next domino knocked over so you can get to the next one, so you can get to the next one, so you can get to the next one, and then you can achieve your end of 90 day or your end of the year goal. That's what it's all about. So it's about starting your week with purpose, and the actions that you take lead to the purpose and the action that you want in the outcome. So please do drop in a little comment. What's going to be your main focus this week, or what are your big actions? Also, when I done this live the the other day. When was it? It was Friday. When I done this on Friday, we went through our Black Friday offers. Those are still open, so we're going to keep them open for all of today. So Black Friday, Black Weekend, Cyber Monday, those 4 days of Black Friday deals stay open. So we're going to keep that Black Friday deal going today. It will close the end of today. That means that you can use the word black on our website to get 20% off revision boot camps, CPD face-to-face courses and online CPD courses as well. You also get a really good deal on the specialist qualifications, so the long-term conditions, level 4 obesity, level 4 low back pain. Those come with a free chair-based exercise course. And then if you're starting a whole new career and you're starting level 2 gym and level 3 PT, or you want to add PT, then you get a £75 CPD voucher as well. So we've got lots of different deals going on. Oh, and one more. There's a reduction on circuits, kids and older adults as well. Whew. So if you want to join us on those, you need to use the coupon code BLACK, all in capital letters, to secure those prices for Black Friday. Let's have a look at Jodie. She's replied on Instagram. So Jodie says, I need to make an effort to write plans down as I'm more accountable that way. I'm bad for keeping thoughts rattling around in my head and it all gets muddled. One of the biggest things that came out of the webinar training we done the other day was that the biggest thing is to plan, and that planning can be our friend. And that often we'll end up with stuff everywhere in our heads and it just gets more and more overwhelming. But if you take a moment, it doesn't even need to be very long, just to jot it down and plan it and see what that year has in store ahead of you, or the next week in store, then you end up actually with a really nice place where you can start looking through it. It feels logical and you've got things you can focus on. The problem is when we keep it in our head is that it kind of moves its sorting order, doesn't it? Its priorities. So you end up with all these different things floating around in your head in different orders. And then one day, something might be on top of the priority. And then another day, something else might be on top of the priority. And it leads to a lot of confusion and a lot of kind of, I suppose, sporadic thinking. I see this most with Fit Pros when it comes to their business and their marketing in particular. Because they'll start off doing the things and the actions that they know help. And then they'll see something and then they'll go, oh, this person's doing that, I now need to do that. And suddenly the action that was taking them towards their goal drops down and they end up doing something shiny, a nice new shiny thing, a nice new shiny tactic that someone set out, and they go and do that instead. And instead they've stopped doing the action that's going to actually help them get towards their goal. Probably the biggest thing I see. And with revision, it's the other way around. They get distracted, they do something else, and then they stop doing revision, and it doesn't lead into getting ready for that exam. So keep those comments coming in. What are your actions you're going to do today and this week that will help you lead to your bigger goal? If you're getting stuck on understanding these and you want me to send across the recording that we did of the how to plan for your 2024, then please do just drop a little comment and ask me and I'll DM it across. That means that then you have the recording of the whole, it's an hour, literally an hour training that we've done. And we go through some questions at the end, but it's all about how you plan for your 2024. So if you're not locked down, you don't know what you're aiming for, and therefore you're stuck on the actions that you do, then instead drop a little comment, ask for me to send you the recording, and I'll send it straight over to you. So yeah, basically I wanted to come on here, make sure that you're ready for the week ahead. Even if you're not watching live, still keep dropping in those comments about what it is you're going to do for the week ahead. And make sure that those actions start to have an impact on the thing that you're aiming for, your objective, as we dive forward. So I'm going to disappear there. Thank you for joining me. And also alongside this, make sure that you do click the link for our website. Have a look at the different courses that we have, the face-to-face courses, and also the online programs that we have, and make the most of that Black Friday offer and how that then relates onto your bigger goal. So choose the things that are going to help you prepare for a really good year. Choose the things that are going to help you expand the type of client you can work with. Choose the things that allow you to perform better as a Fit Pro, that mean that you can gain more in 2024. Whether you've got a financial goal, whether you've got something that relates to how many clients you're going to reach, or maybe a different type of client you want to specialize in. It will only happen if you start to improve your confidence at working with them and have systems in place to be able to do it. And that's what courses and qualifications prepare you for. They up your knowledge, they up your game so you can go forward and perform better for your clients. Jules is with us. She says, any suggestion on new material for boot camp, please, to make it fun? I would say to most people, come along to the circuits course, but I know you've done it. So the circuits course will give you so many different ideas. Jules, you'll have our list of layouts and our list of potential games and stuff from circuits. I know you done circuits a little while ago. If you don't have that, let me know and I'll send it over. But these are basically notes that we set out that you get inside the circuit course that then allow you to come back and refresh and remind yourself. Most people then get caught up with making something, changing something every single session so it's fun and it's different, and it becomes like, I suppose, trying to organise a party. You want different fun things all the time, and actually we lose sight of the variables that are required in order to get the client's goal. So keep it focused on the variables, keep it focused on the things that really matter for the client getting the goal. And even if you're bored of it, because you've been doing similar, doesn't mean your clients are bored. So it probably is already fun. Just keep it interactive and keep them heading towards their goal, because that's the real reason they're there. But I can send across those sheets if you've not already got it. So let me know, do you have your the list of games and the list of layouts? If not, then I'll send it over, just because I know you've done your circuits a little while ago. Okay, I don't think there's any other questions on here for me, so I'm going to scoot, but have a lovely morning, and as part of that, make sure you're starting to do the actions that will lead you towards that bigger goal. Have a wicked Monday, have a wicked week ahead, and I will speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.